Welcome back to The Spark, your weekly bonus episode where we spend a little more time with this week's guest. Today, we're catching up with Christine Smith, an inspiring creative leader who's not only making waves in the industry, but is also helping to reshape it by championing the importance of role models and representation. On Monday, we explored Christine's journey, the barriers she's broken through, and the incredible work she's doing to pave the way for future generations. But in today's bonus round, we're diving into the big questions like, what's the best lesson Christine has ever learned? Where does she go to feel most inspired? Which animal does she most relate to? And does she have a party trick? Let's find out. This season of the Creative Boom podcast is brought to you by the School of Communication Arts, which has just launched its SCA online portfolio, a brand new, fully online course designed to help more people break into the creative industries. Find out more at schoolcommunicationarts.com, and to enjoy a £500 discount, use our special code BOOM500 at checkout. We're back with the wonderful Christine Smith, and we are going to be having a little bit of fun now. I know our conversation earlier this week, if you tuned in, was a little heavy at times, but very inspirational. Christine, I hope you don't mind me saying, you're listening to me say this, but you are a very inspiring role model to me and to many others, I'm sure. But now we're going to have some fun.
Yes.
We're going to get to know you a bit more, and we're going to ask you some questions, some a bit silly, some deep and meaningful, and we'll just see where we go.
You can ask me anything, like the juicier the better, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll think of one extra one whilst you're answering something else. So
Nice.
What's something you believed about creativity 5 years ago that you don't anymore?
Honestly, I was brought up, I almost want to say, in this industry that like the more last minute hardworking you were, the better you were and the better ideas you would have. And that's for sure something that I've learned is not true. So I think for me, it's about figuring out the best times you're creative at. Like, we're all different people. And I think for me, I have like kind of 2 times a day where that happens. It's either the classic right before I go to sleep, like that I'm almost dreaming. And then, you know, sometimes I can also fall asleep and I can dream something and wake up and write it down.
Whoa.
And that's some of the best ideas I've had. It's like when you almost try and switch off, but I think that's also the thing that's telling you it, you know, that why don't just continuously collect, you know, either insights, visual inspiration, like that thing, so that you over time build your own library of inspiration, instead of like last minute having to make the mood board with everything and coming up with everything last minute, because then that's the best idea. It's like in the late hours. That's not true for me anymore, at least.
When did you say the other time that you were like, you got your ideas?
So like right before bed, but also just like if, you know, like midday, like walking my dog, when I switch off, I think it's not like a time a day. It's more like when I take time out my day to do something else, that when
the ideas
that's when they
come. It's so good. Yeah, I think that's very, very common, isn't it? I think the best ideas for me come in the shower. But there you go. So what's the best lesson you've learned from someone you've worked with?
That is for sure intuition, like how important intuition is. My gut's never lying. And I think also listening to my gut when it's telling me when to speak up, when to kill an idea, when to, you know, read the room. I think it's also like a social empathy mechanism. Like your gut's really smart. And I think learning to listen and trust that more will not only make you a better creative leader, but also just learn yourself, you know, to get to know yourself better.
I think I keep throwing off all my guests because I shift around a lot in my chair. And it's me getting over my back injury still. Or sometimes I'll look at my notes or write something down and it really throws people off. And I'm like, but isn't it? I can't help it. It's just how it is. So listen to your gut. I think it gets more you become more intuitive as you get older, because the more shit you have to deal with, the more experienced you can become at those, seeing those red flags and knowing when it's wise to say no.
Yeah, but it's funny because like in this industry, there should almost always be an answer for why yes and why no, where sometimes it's just your gut telling you it doesn't feel right. And that thing about not feeling something, we're not good enough at saying that in a meeting. Just like, I'm
Yeah.
not feeling that idea. Or
Should
like,
speak up more.
yeah, you know? It's like, oh, but someone asked for this thing. So I think if we look at it in a bigger picture, we could probably correct it so it feels like it fits. No, do you know what? Like, if you're not feeling it, it's cool.
Speak up more. That's what we're saying. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm really looking forward to hearing this, because I'm always like after some travel tips, and a few of our other guests have picked this question too. So what's your favourite place to visit in the world, Christine?
Yes, it's not that far from home, and my home is in Denmark. So my favorite place to visit in the world is a Danish island called Bornholm. It's a place that my grandmother grew up, and it's a Danish island you can only get to by driving across Sweden and then take a ferry from Sweden to Bornholm.
Wow.
And also, you know, because my grandmother grew up there, they've had a summer house there since I was a kid. I visited it since I was a kid, and now I part own it with my sister as part of the family. So
Jealous.
you know, when someone like me have been like traveling quite a lot and have been moving around with your family quite a lot, like this is the only constant safe space that I've visited since I was a kid.
There's comfort in the familiar, definitely.
Yeah, but it's also beautiful. Like the nature on Bornholm is different from anything else in Denmark. It's called like the Cliff Island and the Sunshine Island.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Do you swim in lakes?
Oh, in the sea.
Oh, in the sea? Eat fish?
There's so many fish. They have a thing where they have these tiny smoke houses, so they smoke everything on Bornholm. So any fish you can think of, they smoke. They even smoke potatoes. I've tried that; it doesn't taste that good.
Got it. No potatoes, but all the fish.
All the fish, sick. Yeah, so good.
This is why you look so healthy.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Oh, okay.
Oh, I've just got, perimenopause jealousy syndrome.
Maybe I have that too.
Oh, come on. You're not as old as me.
No, but I'm just trying to get off. I have stopped my anxiety medication, and I have stopped anything nicotine. And when you stop those two things at the same time, it feels like you're in a come down and menopause altogether times 1,000. So I'm currently got the hot sweats at night, at day.
Poor thing. I feel for you. I understand. Do you want some advice? Buy yourself an old-fashioned fan.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
I got a beautiful silk one, which is hand-painted by an artist, and nice. I carry it with me everywhere. And whenever I get it out, everybody always goes, oh my God, I am so jealous. Because honestly, it comes in handy all the time. Yeah. It's for trains, planes, whatever you're doing. And you can go to an event and it's warm in there. And then all these people are looking at you going, where the bloody hell did you get that? I want one. I'm like, do you want to borrow it? Tough.
Yeah, I was about to say that is a great conversation starter, but also just iconic as a statement piece.
Yeah,
I love that.
It doesn't have to be high fashion either. I mean, I got mine from an island in Spain. It's just it's nice.
I love that. It's trashy and handful.
Yeah, and so when people say, where did you get it from? You can just be that really annoying bitch who just goes, oh, I just got it from a nice market in Spain.
It's always it's vintage or from a market in Spain thing, isn't it?
Yes, that's a good way to put it. I have to say this to my mother sometimes so she doesn't buy the same things.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's my grandmother.
Oh, really? So she's like a big sister too?
Sort of. Yeah. Very much older sister, but yeah.
My mum follows me around and she'll say, where's this top from? And then she'll start pulling the back of my top to see what the label is. I'll be like, get off, leave me alone. You're not buying it. And she's like, why? It's because I'm not your twin sister.
No.
Oh, my mum's amazing. We basically can share clothes. It's really funny. Whenever I've
That
got
is
to do a
cute.
clear out, I hand down everything to her.
That's handy for her.
Oh,
She's
it's
never got
great.
to buy new clothes then.
Well, she got me into charity shops when I was a kid. So
Nice.
that whole thrifting vibe, might be
Yeah.
new to your generation. You might have made it cool, but I was doing it way before you. Anyway.
I love a good thrift though.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to London actually next month, and I might go around a few old spots and see what's what. But
Yes.
anyway, this place sounds idyllic.
It is.
And I bet you sleep well there. But what do you do when you can't get to sleep?
Honestly, I have like a really boring answer, but that's the whole point of it, because I mean, in 2024, I barely slept because I worked in so many different time zones and I was constantly jet lagged. But actually, science/health podcasts are the best. They don't have a particular mood, because at some point I was listening to like heartbreak podcasts or horror podcasts, and they either made me like sad or scared, and that's not a great emotion to fall asleep to. So I think when things are very factual, that you learn something from it, and it almost sometimes can feel like work too, without me saying too much. But when it's like, okay, I should remember this fact, but I cannot remember this fact. That's really good. So yeah, podcasts about how you can live longer, they put you to sleep.
I'm not surprised. Lots of kind of, dulcet tones and boring facts. Yeah, I'd be the same. Exactly. I'm going to take that on board myself. Now, if you could relive one completely ordinary day from your life exactly as it was, which day would you choose?
So I think I would probably be around, like, I've been thinking about this one for a bit. That was quite a hard one to pick. But when I was younger and I lived at home with my parents, me, my sister, and my mum were all horse girls. So we were all riding. And I remember this one day when me and my mum were driving all around Denmark and some of Sweden to find a new horse for me. And when I say that, it's not that you drive past like a horse and you just like stop and you steal it. You actually go to, in my case, show jumping stables, and you've made an appointment, and then you try a horse and you're like, do you like her or do you not? And then the chemistry and whatever, and you drive to the next thing. It's like a whole day thing, right? And I remember like one particular when me and my mom did that, and it's just going to the shitty gas stations, getting really bad food, listening to FM radio where you don't really listen and you talk about everything and nothing. Before that, before that work and life hit you, responsibilities hit you, is when, and it sounds very privileged, and it really was in my case, obviously, that my parents were paying for horses for me to ride as a hobby. But it was also an amazing thing that brought the family together, because it was a thing that both me, my mom, and my sister did together. So like spending so much time with your family actually also, I think, kept me away from being a wild teenager.
Wow.
Because I had to go home and do, ride my horses and look after them.
So all I needed to do was get a horse in my teenage years and I wouldn't have gone so off the rails.
I did it later on in life, so it can still happen.
Well, that's because you moved away from the horses.
That's true.
Oh, I love
That's
horses.
True.
So what did you end up picking? What was their name?
It was a Swedish warm blood called Baldaville.
Oh.
And he looked like a stallion, but he wasn't. But he was very powerful. And I remember his back legs, he walked with them like very high, and he just looked majestic. And I was like, I don't care if I can ride this horse. I look badass on it. So therefore I chose it. Yeah.
Oh, I love horses. I'm a bit of a horse whisperer.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of my little party tricks. But I looked it up online to see, this is ridiculous, to see how you greet horses, how you make friends with horses. And I was kind of doing it anyway, but I learned some extra tricks. And I didn't realize you really do it. That they're a little bit like cats. You just have to sort of let them come to you. Yeah. And you start doing this, don't you? You let them smell your breath. And then they'll sort of come in.
I don't think a horse should do that. My breath's awful.
Why do they always like me then? Maybe my breath's majestic.
Or
Well,
it smells like grass. I don't know.
Maybe smells like hay. Yeah. God. Oh, I need to brush my teeth more. But yeah, I love horses. Whenever we see a horse, I'm always like, horse! I'll go to stand by the fence and greet it over. And sometimes they do. Oh, I
They
love
have
them.
a sixth sense. I'm 100% complete about that. Like they do have a sixth sense.
They know when there's a good human.
Yeah, but also they can just sense fear and they can sense things before you can sense it. They know stuff even when you sit on top of them, before you come around a corner, they already know what's there without they've seen it. And I don't understand how, but it's, mad.
The only horse I've looked after is a video game horse in the video game Red Dead. And when he died, I'm not even kidding, I cried because I really looked after that horse.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
You should replay that game.
I know, I will. But unfortunately, it means I have to lose my horse again. I'm not ready for that trauma.
No, fair enough.
So funny. I'm going off on a tangent, but I named it after my husband, Tom. So
Why?
I don't know.
Why your husband?
I don't know, because he's my best friend.
Oh, that's cute, actually.
Yeah. So I was like feeding it hay and making sure it was okay. I would go into the stables a lot and buy it carrots.
I think it's the most British thing as well to call your horse Tom. Like, I don't think any Danish person would call because in Danish it's Tom, and it also means empty.
Oh,
but yeah.
God, right. Okay. So the next time I play Red Dead and I need a name for my horse, I will come to you.
Yeah, definitely. Got lots of weird names.
Okay, great. Well, you're on. Right. Going back to childhood, what's the most unusual thing you believed as a child and kind of still do?
I think you kind of touched upon it by saying that you were a bit of a horse whisperer, because I definitely think that I definitely can understand, or I think that animals do understand what I think and what I say. Like they do understand me. I think I had that with my horses, but I also had it because I grew up on a farm with like cats and even chickens sometimes. But today I've got a dog. I've got a Pekingese, and he is ranked as one of the dumbest breeds.
Is he there? No.
Yeah, if you heard something that sounded like a fart, it was him snoring, probably. Not me. So yeah, and I don't know, he can just look at me and I'm like, oh, you want that now? Like I don't know what it is, but I think I understand the unsaid between humans and animals.
I'm the same. I love animals.
Me too.
Dogs always just come up to me. I'm like Snow White, basically. I love it. We used to go to this favourite holiday cottage, and it was on a farm, and I'd disappear to say I was going to go and get firewood. What I was actually going to do, I was going to say hello to the potbelly pigs, the horses, the chickens.
Oh.
I remember my husband came out once and I was holding a hen. I was like, hi, love.
No.
It's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm cuddling a chicken. Look, he loves it. They really do.
The best.
They're the best. They're so cute. I didn't realise you could pick them up. Obviously, I'd had some help from the farmer. They were like, do you want to pick it up and cuddle it? And I was like, you can pick up and cuddle a chicken?
I mean, chickens are the funniest animals ever. I remember because sometimes, when I grew up on the farm, you have chickens and they lay eggs, and that's kind of the main reason, besides them eating all your leftover foods, is a reason why you have chickens, right? But I remember when I went with my mom to buy them from I don't know what that's called, the chicken pusher. We went there
the
and
hen house, maybe? I don't know.
The hen house. Oof. Yeah, we went to the hen house of Ganløse in Denmark, and we had this big cardboard box, and you just walk around and you'd find the chickens that you'd like, and they'd be like, walking around. You take them, put them in the box, and as soon as you close the lid, they thought it was night. So they'd be like, oh. And then you could drive home with them, and you can open the box, and as soon as you open, they're like, and it's day again. And I don't understand the fact that they're that stupid, and that experience of closing a lid on a thing, they're like, oh, right, good night then. Imagine if life was that simple.
Oh, I'm not going to let my husband Tom listen to this, because he might try that trick on me. Come into the box, Katie.
It would be a good TikTok, I'm not going to lie.
You would get some peace and quiet, I tell you. Right, so what animal then, after all of that animal talk, I love talking about animals. Which animal do you most relate to?
100% dogs. We can communicate. My dog understands me. That's it. Short and sweet.
Oh, I love dogs. Love them. I know so many on my local walks.
I know.
So cute. Okay, so do you have a party trick?
I do. I actually have one with my sister, but I can cry and it sounds exactly like a baby crying, and it's really scary.
Oh my goodness, are you going to give us a demonstration?
Yeah, but I'm going to take the camera off because I look insane. No, because then you don't think it's me. Then I could be lying. Okay, wait. I'm going to hold this in front of my... Are you ready?
Yeah.
How insane is that?
That is insane. How did you discover you could do that?
I don't know, but my sister can make the exact same sound. And we sometimes do it together as a quiet, and it's fucking weird.
Have you ever used it to get rid of a boyfriend that you didn't want to go out with anymore, or get yourself out of a situation? Have you?
I have. I once went home to a guy that, you know, when sometimes you think they will become nicer when you spend more time with them, but sometimes they don't. Most of the time they don't. So I went home to this guy's house. It was in London, actually. And I had like a big bag with me. And I remember that, you know, he went to get something for us. So he left the room. And as soon as he left the room, I was like, I need to get out of here. So I started to make that sound, cry like a baby. And when he came back, he was like, what was that? And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I've got my baby with me. Really need to leave now. Thanks for today. It was lovely. He was like, you had a baby with you this whole time? And I was like, yeah, she was sleeping in my bag. But I have to go now. So like, bye. He kind of believed it and I never saw him again.
Oh my God, that is the best, you know, escape plan I've ever heard. Oh,
cry like a baby.
I'm just going to ring, like, obviously I'm happily married now, but if that was ever to change, if Tom put me into a box and hoped I would go to sleep, or, you know, didn't let me get a horse, I'd, you know, maybe go back out on the dating scene. I wouldn't, Tom, I love you. But, you know, if I found myself alone again, God, touch wood, I'll just ring you up and say, oh, I've got to go. It's my baby monitor.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe I should like record it and sell the sound. You
should. It's absolutely brilliant.
On Fiverr, buy baby sounds.
Yeah, do it. Right. Now we've got a question to finish things off from Kaiser Barnes, our podcast guest from last week. He wants to know, what's one part of your creative process that AI still can't replicate that you would love for AI to take over?
So something that AI cannot do right now, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we might get this wrong because, you know, it might be that it can do this and, you know, there's no right or wrong answer here.
Cry like a baby. I think the stage that, I think we talked about it earlier, that stage right before you go to sleep, that like unconsciousness of the mind where you're half switched on, you're half switched off. That AI cannot do. And I think it would be insane to get in there and figure out if it could, you know?
Well, Kaiser thinks we're all going to be wearing, you know, things in our brains in future. Well, he doesn't. I mean, he's working for amazing companies that are working on incredible technology that are going to help people, you know, with, I mean, I'm putting words into his mouth. I can't remember now what exactly he was saying, but it all sounded very kind of, you know, futuristic. So maybe that'll happen.
But am I understanding the question correct?
Oh, it was about what part of your creative process at work. So you just basically want AI to take out all of the amazing ideas that you have just before you pass out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we're a long way off that.
Yeah, no, I don't think that will happen. Because that comes from some, I think, like deeper emotional memories and
Be interesting to know when we come back and maybe record something in future, like 5 years from now, when AI has taken all of our jobs.
Do you think AI could ever, do you think, no, but it won't. Because the thing, I think for me, the thing that is the reason why AI is not taking our jobs is because it doesn't have the intuition. And that is what drives us creatively.
Yes. It's not human.
No.
It's a tool. Learn how to use it. Don't use it for the final work, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Obviously, I've got like a creative community I love and care about who are worried about it taking their jobs.
Yeah, I don't know. I see it more as like, imagine if you could just, brainstorm.
Oh yeah, you
But
can
like,
do that. That's fine.
yeah, that's what I mean. So like, you can just see AI as someone that you can brainstorm with. Like I do that a lot, but
Well,
it doesn't know which idea is the good one. It doesn't.
Exactly.
So it will never take over completely.
I see it as
think.
a positive empowerment thing. It's allowing solo creatives to empower themselves and basically turn themselves into a little kind of creative team without having to sort of, I mean, think of the amount of freelancers out there who work for themselves at home, and now they've got that brainstorming team that they didn't have before. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's empowering people to be better at what they do. It's great.
Yeah, and I also think that we're humanizing it a lot. AI is just a tool like any other tool. We've just humanized the packaging of it.
Yes.
But that's not what it is. So I think that's the scary part, that we think it could take over human bits because automation and whatever, but that's just a tool. It's like other, parts of history with like things were getting automated. And
I think in our lifetime, we'll probably see robots and the AI coming together, and maybe they'll start to come into our homes. I don't know. Maybe there won't be a need for robots in our homes. We haven't even seen what Apple's going to do next. I mean, they've kind of set up their smartphones ready for something that's less geriatric than Siri, who just, I'm so abusive to Siri. Poor Siri. It's like looking at me now. Hey, Siri, what's the weather like today, love?
Expect some clear skies today. Daytime temperatures will hover around 15 degrees, with overnight lows around 3.
I've made her have a northern British voice. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I could hear that. I was like, is that yourself? You've recorded and got her to you could talk to yourself.
That's a relatively new thing, and I was just like, oh my God, she's northern. It's perfect. I've got to put that on. It's perfect.
Where are you from?
I'm from a little town in the middle of nowhere called Alsager, which is in between Stoke-on-Trent and Crewe.
Oh, nice.
It's just south of Manchester, so I'm very much northwest. Yeah, northern girl, small town.
Never been. Would love to go.
Come to Manchester or Chester or Liverpool or Birmingham and Derby even. God, I love the UK.
I've been to Liverpool once.
Oh,
because that's where I bought my dog. He's a Scouse boy.
Scouse? You've got a Scouse dog?
A Scouse Pekingese, yeah.
Wow. I wonder what that would sound like. Have you done that kind of awful ChatGPT thing where you put your dog and turn it into a human?
No, because I already know that he would be that weird little, guy from Family Guy, the baby from Family Guy.
Stewie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's him.
Damn you, vile woman. Put some biscuits in my tray now. That kind of thing.
I'm not going to try and do it because I'm not even English.
The baby thing was enough. I can't ask too much more of you. Now, before we escape, and this has been such fun, thank you.
No worries.
We always get our guests each week to give a question ready for next week's guest. So what would you like to ask the person who next comes on the show?
So I think because this whole episode has been about role models, and we didn't touch too much upon it, so maybe it could be something that, the next person could be talking about. What do you see the male role models should have more of? That was like really badly formulated. How do you see, let me just figure out a way to like say this in correct English. What would you like male role, I can't even say that. What would you like male role models to be more like for the next generation?
That's a really, really good question. I love that.
Especially after, like adolescence and all that. I think,
we will put that to them, and stay tuned, listeners, when we sort of catch up next week. Well, thank you so much, Christine. I have loved every minute of this. It's been loads of fun, and thanks for your time this week. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in to The Spark. I hope you enjoyed this little bonus episode and getting to know our guest, Christine Smith, a little bit better. We'll be back on Monday with a brand new conversation on the Creative Boom podcast. So make sure you're subscribed wherever you get your podcasts. Or you can tune in via creativeboom.com/podcast. And if you're enjoying the show, we'd love it if you could leave us a quick review. It really helps others find us. You can follow us on social media too. Just search for Creative Boom. See you Monday.